No. What are you doing? You can't see you now.
Oh, okay. Well, I can come on over then.
Huh?
I can come on in then.
Come on in.
As long as you can't see me. 'Cause I got something in my eye when I was trying to put on makeup today. I had to wash off all my makeup, and I just got a scratch in my eyeball. Yeah, you got a comment.
Where?
Didn't you?
Where is it?
I don't know.
Oops. Oh, I don't know where the comments are. I don't know where they're at. You're gonna have to read them to me, to share with me, because I don't know where
It
they
was just from me anyway.
are. Was it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Working anyway.
How do you do it? Send me a message.
I just did. I'm gonna send you another one.
Mm-hmm.
It says no comments yet, but I did give you a comment. My other comment was you look radiant and beautiful, and it didn't come on. It's not. I wasn't aware it's not working.
We could go in here in just a couple of seconds here, people. We're trying to figure out. I don't know how to do the chat.
Yes, I don't see any questions.
Oh, there it is. Hey, Debbie. Welcome back. I see it. It's really small on the bottom, but. What about Elma? Where's Elma? Where's Elma? Elma.
I don't see any questions.
Questions? No, they're down there. Thank you. Person said it was sexy. Thank you. It's very nice. Are you rest? Yes, me Russian wrestler. Russian. Yeah, here they come, Debbie, of course. Wham, just they start right off the bat, huh? Chris, do you got
I don't have where I can get questions.
messages?
I mean, questions and messages.
Why not?
You don't need to wear gloves. It's a pretty color nail polish, too. I better let Boo out. You can stop waiting.
1 second, I'm just trying to help her figure this out.
So I can see any comments.
Hey, where are they
You want to
at?
go outside? What do you want, Boo? Come on, you want to come with us? Come on.
There they are.
Right. Okay, you got them.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Boo.
Says there's no comments yet. Yes, there is. There you go.
Thank you.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
It'll be fun.
I can't see this from here. They're small. Did you find them yet?
No.
Are they coming through on yours? You're way behind.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because that's a lot behind. I wonder why maybe I clicked on the wrong thing.
Hey Debbie, I'm going to count just to try to find out how far the lag is. When you hear this, send me a message. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You want a flat side? What do you want, Bruce?
Delays long. Vote for Trump 2024. Well, I guess I'll just start. We have our normal number of haters in here. I hear you right away. Okay, perfect. Good. I don't know what's wrong with her things. So, my name is Brooke. I'm Funny Face. This is my channel. It's Forever Forbidden. I do this to kind of bridge a gap between public perception and reality of what people with half a fucking brain think about. You know, I'm tired of seeing in the news transgender people that are making a fucking idiot out of themselves, just like clowns. So, I'm here to take questions from anybody. If you've been here before, you know the routine. If not, you know, there's pretty much no holds bar. Ask me anything you want. Most people say shitty things. If you want to subscribe and whatever, like or whatever, dislike, whatever you want. That's what I'm here for. I'm waiting for my... Here we go again. Ooh. Brother, ooh. Brother, ooh. So anybody can ask me any question, or we can talk about other things too. Who do you vote for President of the USA? It says, who is that, Jim? Jim, I'll probably vote for Trump, unless Kennedy runs. If Kennedy runs as an independent, I'll vote for Kennedy. Other than that, I'll vote for Trump, because Biden's lost his mind. And there's way too much shit going on in the border and everything else. When was the last time you had a prostate exam? When was the last time you did? Do you see the message?
I see it now.
Okay, can you help me out? Ask.
Yeah, I will.
Read them.
As soon as I see them. How does he have boobs?
It's a she, and I grew them myself. They're not fake. You probably get a lot further if you kinky. I love these people. Keep reading.
If I get more, I'll read them. Right now, there aren't any more.
So why doesn't anybody ask me a real fucking question, other than whatever the hell you're saying? What does it say, Chris? They're rolling by and you're not reading it.
There's just a new one right now, and it says, this men, yeah, lettuce, whatever that means.
This men, yeah?
Y-A-L-E-D-I-S.
Y-A, what?
I don't know what that means. Are you a medium?
What is a medium?
A psychic
medium? Yeah, absolutely.
Can you show the real female on your right side?
No, because that's me. If she wants to, she'll poke her head in. If she doesn't want to, she won't. Yeah, she is a real female. I'm not a female. I can't be female. I've said that 100 times. But I can be a lady, and that's what I am.
What is your day job?
I work as a rancher. I work on a dairy ranch.
How do you communicate?
With my mouth.
Shauna Guthrie says hello.
Hello, Shauna. My daughter's named Shauna.
Isaac McLeod says hairy shoulders.
My daughter's named Shauna.
Isaac McLeod said hairy shoulders.
Hairy shoulders? I don't have hairy shoulders, foo. I don't have hairy anything.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello? Why you gay? What's with the gay thing again?
I don't see anything that says gay.
You didn't see all that shit going by?
No.
See it all right? All that? Wait a minute.
I read it all.
Let's see how far behind you are. Hi, beautiful, from day one. Yeah, that's not even on my screen. Are you a moderator?
I'm trying to be.
No, I'm asking you, are you a moderator?
Yeah, I will be.
Where is everybody? Yeah, ha, ha, ha. What's up in the salute room? I don't understand. Do you like BBC? If that's big black cock, or no, I don't. Is that your real hair? Wouldn't you like to know?
Show yourself, woman.
Show myself? Who, you?
Why, are you gay? You ride horses and rope cattle?
No, I work with cows. I work with, yeah, I repair things around here.
How do you wet your whistle? How do you wet your whistle?
What does that mean?
Get your lips wet.
How do I get my lips wet?
What do you drink?
Water. I don't drink. Well, I drink water and soda and stuff, but I don't drink alcohol.
You dress like this at your day job?
Nope. Would you?
Nope.
I work with cows. Of course not. I don't wear makeup and shit at work. I think the cows would appreciate it. They don't care. Keep reading.
What up? And salute, homie.
Where are you from?
No, I just read to you a question. If I'm going to
What?
read them, you should.
Yes, we'll both read them. Well,
What up?
you're doing it
And
again.
salute, homie.
Salute.
Is that your real hair?
Yes,
Is that your real hair?
I heard it.
That girl sounds about 15. What girl?
I'm laughing because one of the comments where that girl sounds like she's 15. Maybe compared to me. Because you're going to just poke your head in and say hi. Come on, you got to go further. Come on, girl. There she is. There she was. That's Chris. She's 16, maybe 17. No, she's much older. She's younger than I am, though. I am here. Brooke is listen. I know about trans already. I am a lesbian.
And you look about
Oh, cool,
45.
Debbie.
You look about 45.
I'm 59.
If you're a rancher for cattle, are you technically a cowboy for your
Cowgirl.
day job?
Cowgirl.
Are
Come
you on
give me a break.
hormones?
Yes. Yes, I am on hormones. Debbie said something. Debbie said she knows all about transgender. She's a lesbian.
So what are your ways of communication as a medium?
Well, I can just kind of, you ask me a question, I sit back and I let whatever comes come, and about 90% of the time it's correct. So, or I got a ball. I got a ball somewhere. I don't know where the ball is. I had a,
Hi again from So Local.
hello? So loco? So loco or so local?
So Local.
Hi,
Local.
So local. Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate that. I really do. So anyway, I mean, I like to talk about real things here.
Where
Why
are you
do
from?
you decide to get
I'll read you the questions. Just
Okay, go ahead.
let go of it.
Well, we're both going to do it. Go
Where are
ahead.
you from?
Northern somebody asked where I'm from. Northern California. Give me a name with it.
You're looking beautiful.
Who said that?
That was day one.
Thank you, day one.
And Bounty Hunter says milk udders.
Hmm.
Why do you sound like a bro?
Because I was born male. Now I'm female.
Dude, you're a cow monster.
I'm a cow monster. Thank you.
Did you say you work with cows? Jerry Young says.
Yes, I do.
What state do you live in?
California.
Are you married?
No.
And Yasir says
It was
you're
2
gay.
times.
Yeah. What happened to your hand?
Oh, nothing. It just grew really big.
You should take off your gloves because your nails are nice.
And my nails are
I'm here. Debbie says, I'm here, Brooke, just listening. I know about the trans already. I'm a lesbian.
That's cool, Debbie. Oh, you are way behind this one. I'll just listen to you.
Yeah, you need
Okay.
to, or else I can't be effective.
So the messages are going to be answered in a delay, or at least from what I'm seeing. I guess I'm seeing in real time. But she's going to read them to me, and then I'm going to answer them.
Rabbits11 said, just wanted to say you're beautiful. A beautiful human. 1111.
Yeah, 1111. That's my numbers. If I
You're
told you
beautiful
why, you
human.
could. If you know anything about what are those numbers called? The life number and something other number. There's in numerology. There's a life number and there's some other kind of number. Mine are both 1111.
Oh. okay.
a life path or something.
You're looking so sweet, said Day One.
Thank you. Thank you, Day One.
I didn't get to subscribe to you the other night when you were live. Madison Gray, she didn't get to subscribe. I hope you did.
You can now.
Bounty Hunter says, wow, you have beautiful eyes. Get lost in them eyes.
Thank you. Gosh, that's a cool compliment because that's personal. But that's not what I'm here. I'm here to talk to people about, you know, the fucked up people. Like Debbie's already heard it. The fucked up people that.
Do your coworkers know you're trans, and are they cool with it?
Do my coworkers know I'm trans or are they cool with it? Who asked that?
Jim.
Jim. Your answer to your question is yes. They know about it. Are they cool with it? Some yes, some no. But they're all Hispanic. I mean, I'm the only white person here.
Why did you decide to go this route in life?
Oh, that's a long one. Why did I just? Who asked?
That's Gigasoul.
Gigasoul. It really wasn't a choice. I got to do this briefly. I guess a lot of people have never heard it, but okay. My mother took birth control, and I do not blame her. Please don't take it like I do or think it's her fault in any way. Throughout her pregnancy with me, she took estrogen birth control in high doses, and it made my brain develop in a way it's not supposed to be. But having said that, I knew since I was 6 years old there was something, but I waited 50 more years before I came out.
Isaac McLeod says, what's my life like? Answer that, medium.
What's your life like?
Isaac McLeod's life. What's it like?
All right. Hold on. What's his name?
Isaac McLeod.
Isaac McLeod. I think you're an average person who lives in a one-bedroom apartment, maybe, works a desk job, and this is what you do on Saturday night.
Are you Latina?
No. I'm not Latino. You have to give me names.
Charlie Brown says Woman of the Year.
Yeah, Charlie Brown says Woman of the Year. I don't want to be Woman of the Year, but I would like to be the spokesperson for transgender because everybody else is fucking crazy. Nobody's asked if I would pee in the bathroom yet, or if... Why am I a woman? There's only two genders. That's my favorite one. There's only two genders.
So Isaac McLeod asks again, what's my life like?
I just said.
Yes.
Isaac and Cloud?
Yes, again.
Isaac.
He said, answer my
I
question.
think you live in a two-bedroom house or apartment, and you live alone.
Why?
With your mom.
Why do you answer that?
I just think of you pretty average, but I don't know.
What's with the glove?
I have big hands, so I hide them behind gloves. That's why I'm wearing gloves.
It's not necessary.
Who said that? These are going by pretty quick.
What the fuck did I just scroll into?
Reality, bud. No, I mean, okay. So, did I finish this already? Yeah. So, because my mother took estrogen, sorry, I didn't finish. It changed my thought process. And, yeah, I did finish it. I'm done.
Do you believe trans women should compete in women's sports?
No. Somebody who asked?
That was from Jim again.
Jim, do I believe that trans men should be in women's sports? Of course not. That's ridiculous. Trans men have the
Trans women.
Trans
Do
women.
you believe trans women should compete in women's sports?
No. Trans women should have their own category or whatever. They don't. No, that's not fair. Nor do I think that transgender people that still are carrying a package in their pants belong in the girls' bathroom. Or the girls' locker room, for that much. Hell no, I got 2 daughters. I had 2 young daughters, now they're grown up. But no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying, this is why I come here to tell people. Because you hear so much crazy shit that transgender people are just, wanting to go in the bathroom. It's ridiculous. It's not true. We don't all want to do that.
So Local says, I saw your earlier shorts. You really had an amazing transition, Brooke. Makeup looks great today, by the way.
Who said that?
So Local.
Thank you, So Local. That's a nice compliment. So, yeah, I think anybody out there that hasn't heard me blah 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 yet, you're all gonna think I think just like you do. I just dress differently because I had estrogen in my freaking brain when I was developed. Your brain goes through three little separate things that where the testosterone or estrogen determine a future step that's going to happen in the blueprint of them. So anyway, my brain thought woman, my body said man.
Are you a cowboy? If so, do you do barrel racing or jumping now, roping now?
No, I'm a. Well, for one, I consider myself a cowgirl. Thank you. So wait a minute. Before I answer anything else, for the people that are here that have been here for a minute, I believe that I cannot be a female. Okay, this is my thought process. I can't be female, but I can be a lady or a woman. Okay, so that's what I am because I can't give birth to anything. I don't have a uterus.
Do you do
I was
barrel
born
racing or
biological
roping?
male, so I am a female, or not a female, but I'm a woman, or a lady, a girl, whatever. So there you go.
Excuses, not your mom or what she took. You're just choosing to act as a female.
God. So somebody said you're just choosing to act like a female. Who was it? I need
And
names.
that was TN Bear. TN
T
Bear.
and Bear.
I need
T
my
and Bear.
glasses.
Yes and no. Sure. It's like choosing between do I want to be happy or do I want to be fucking depressed? Because I've been depressed for 50 years and now I'm happy. You know, and my life wasn't like you would all think. My life was crazy as fuck, y'all. You have no idea.
Isaac McLeod says, in response to what do you think about his life, fully wrong. I live in a 3-bedroom, no desk job. Ha ha ha. Okay.
Well, you live. That got that right. But is he alone? Is
Eddie
he
Boyd says, hey, I need to know how my life is going to turn out.
who?
Eddie Boyd.
Eddie Boyd. Oh my gosh, I knew a Boyd family locally. Um, how is your life going to turn out? I need my cards.
I don't know where they are.
I'm trying to figure out how his life's going to turn out, Mr. Boyd.
Want to go outside?
I think you're going to be one of those people that are pretty strong-willed and you're a leader, not a follower. That's what I see. I mean, like going through life, you're going to struggle, but you're going to have. This is so generic. You're going to have struggles, but I think you're going to succeed just fine. If you really put your mind to one thing and just do it, then you'll be great. You'll be awesome. I love you too. Hey, Zizzy, I wonder if that's the same one. I lost my reader over here. A little just saw your with my partner of 8 years. And okay, somebody said they just seen me and they were with their partner of 8 years. I have a hard time reading it because my phone's over there and they're so small, the letters, and my helper, she bailed on me like always. Are you worried about people? Oh, am I worried about what people are saying? Fuck no, I don't give a shit. If this is what they really want to do, insult somebody they've never met, I don't understand why people do what they do because I don't understand. I just don't understand it. You know, why would you want to do that to somebody you don't even know? Hi, Jackie Collins, I love you. What happened to the hand? Oh, it's just a glove. I have big, fat, fucking rancher hands, so I hide them under gloves. Say boo. I think I just did. Are you trans? Yes, I am. Christine, what happened to you? Same thing. Chris?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I had to let Boo out and get my glasses.
Oh.
So I let him out.
Okay.
And I got my glasses.
Thank you for doing this. By the way, this is. Yeah. That's exactly why I do it because I want to spread the word about trans people that we're not all fucking crazy. We're not all wanting to do stupid things like going to locker rooms with young girls. Now, don't get me wrong. I think if you're trans and you've had a full surgery, you know, the bottoms and the top, everything, then you are allowed and you should go into the women's room. However, if you did not have everything done already, then you do not belong there. Grow up. fucking go to the bathroom or go home or hold it. That's my opinion on that.
And that's what you do.
Yep. I have more surgeries coming up. I mean, I'm not hiding anything from anybody. I'm an open book. But I'm not some fucking whacktard like you hear about on the news all the time when it comes to trans people. We're not fucking crazy. I'm just an old woman.
George Burton says, if that's the way you feel, just don't push it on anyone. Broadcasting from Texas.
Okay, I'm not broadcasting from Texas. That was the name?
Yeah, no, they are broadcasting from Texas.
Oh, okay. Texas, no, I ain't forcing it on anybody's throat. And I've been in town and stuff where people have came over to me and purposely said, "Can I help you, sir?" Because they, just wanted to say they would go home and say they did. I don't give a shit if that's what makes you feel good. Like I said to him, I go, well, so I can take my shirt off and walk around here without one like other guys do. And the guy, he didn't think that would be a good idea.
DDLS says, what my future for winning large lottery jackpot?
1 in 197 bazillion. I have no idea. No, I mean, I need my cards. I'm not seeing anything really clear.
Gigasoul says, I see. I'm glad I can understand you a bit more now than others might or want to. I'm a believer in Christ, and we all live our own lives in which we hope to in the best way. Jesus and I love you.
I love you too. I love Jesus. I mean, look at it this way, people. When I die, which is probably not going to be that long because I'm 60 years old in a couple of weeks, when I go to heaven, he's not going to look at my dick. He's going to look at my heart. He's not going to go, hey, where's that penis that you had when I made you? What did you do? No, he's going to look at my heart and say, did you love? Did you care? Did you have compassion? Did you have empathy? That's what he's going to ask. So that's just ridiculous, saying I'm not going to go to heaven. Whoever said that's just dumb.
I admire you for having the courage to be yourself. It can't be easy with how people are.
Somebody said, what's the name?
Loris said that.
Loris said that. What?
It says, I admire you for having the courage to be yourself.
Laura,
it can't be easy with how people are.
No, Laura, it's
Loris.
Loris?
Yes.
Loris. No, it's terrible. I mean, people treat me like shit. I have people drop my change. People treat me like shit.
Patrick Mahomes said, I knew it.
Patrick Mahomes?
I don't think it's the
I don't
real
like you, Patrick Mahomes. I'm a Raider fan.
Well, I don't think it's
That's the real Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think so.
Why didn't you go to the Raiders? What else you got?
Did you know you're a guy?
Did I know that
RC
I'm a guy?
Racing.
No, I'm not a guy no more, but thank you anyway. I used to be.
Okay, Angelo says, this abomination is rocking the Trump spray tan.
It's not a Trump spray tan. I'm reading it. Dude, it's called makeup. Idiot.
Sorry to rant, but glad I can hear you out. Gigasoul.
Yeah, ask me another question. Something else that has to do with the hype. I mean, I believe that more trans out there, I don't know anybody trans, but I believe that more trans people out there have my opinion than the crazy people you see on the fucking news doing stupid shit. We should be talking about our border, how fucking wide open it is, and
Malia Capers says, it's my birthday, June 22nd.
Malia Caper?
Malia
Capers. Malia Capers, happy birthday. Happy 22nd birthday. That's 11 times 2. My favorite numbers are 11.
It's...
Is that 22?
Her birthday is 22nd.
I said 22.
Yeah.
Is that how old she is?
No.
Oh. Happy birthday on the 22nd. Mm-hmm.
If a man ever walked into a woman's washroom, where my daughter is, better believe you're not walking out.
Well, no kidding. Somebody said, if anybody ever walked into the bathroom with my daughter, or anybody, or just, you talking about trans people? Obviously you are. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why. Now, whoever asked that question, what was his name?
Yo Mama.
Yo Mama?
Mm-hmm.
Yo Mama, let me ask you a question. If the person, say was me, and I no longer had a penis, I had the surgery and everything, so I have a vagina, where do you think I should go to the bathroom? And do you still consider that a threat? Now, if I had a penis, I would not go in the girls' bathroom. Period. At all. That's ridiculous. For
Tracy,
that reason at all, I would not want my daughter in there because it's a dick. It's not a person. A dick does not belong in the women's bathroom. Sorry to be so bold and blunt, people, but this is what I'm talking about.
well,
However, if I do not have one and I've had surgery in the bottom, then I'm going to use the women's bathroom.
on that topic, there is Bob Smith responded at Yo Mama and said,
Bob Smith, there's a common fucking name.
well, it said that while talking about if a man ever walked into a woman's washroom, then he would go out. He would not be walking out. And Bob Smith said, but then you'll probably go to prison and can't be there for your daughter.
That's true. What other questions are
I'm
going
getting
by?
there. Thank you for your answer on protecting women's sports and spaces. I agree, trans men and trans women should have their own categories.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what what drives me crazy is when, well, first thing you should know, a true trans person is either one thing lesbian or they like men. So if they're in the women's locker room, a true trans person, I say. But if they have a penis, they don't belong in there. They just don't belong in there. Get out of the showers. Get out of the locker room. You don't belong here. You have the wrong parts. That's my opinion.
Bounty Hunter says, I give you a lot of credit for being extremely reasonable about life issues. You are right. The silent majority gets drowned out by the loud, crazy minority.
All I see, I'm assuming you people heard her reading. All I see is freaking nutballs on TV. They don't interview, well, again, I guess it's not news, but I'm just tired of, everybody hates me for the wrong fucking reason. Because I'm not that person. I'm not that stupid. I'm just not that dumb, you know. I know I'm not female. I can't have babies. But yet, I'm a lady. I'm a woman, is what I feel like inside. My body didn't match everything else. So,
Okay.
this is why also because I've had high estrogen levels my whole life due to the fact that when I was a baby in the uterus, the estrogen was being pumped in me every day. I had a big dose of it. Which is why when I started taking hormones at 54 years old or whatever, things just happened. Now I'm 59.
ZZ Blue says, I love you.
CZ Blue says I love you. Love you too, I guess. What was that? What's the girl's name that's always here? I forgot. I mentioned it earlier. And another one, Faith. Alma. Is Alma there? Is Alma
She's
there?
not here yet.
Alma?
She's not.
And I said I would wish happy birthday to Faith. Just no Faith. I don't know the whole name thing, but I promised I'd have a shout out and wish her a happy birthday from the other day. And happy birthday.
So Local says, to those commenting negatively, how does Brooke's existence affect you?
Exactly. Well, okay, in their defense, it doesn't affect them until it affects them, meaning that it doesn't affect them unless an uncomfortable situation comes up with a child. And, you know, speaking about children, I do not think, and this is I've caught shit already from the LGBT young people community on this, but I don't think they should be able to do anything to them until they're 18. No pills, no sex change. No, you can, if you want to represent yourself as a female, you can wear your hair and your clothes all you want, but ain't going to no doctor. That's not fair to the parents. It's not fair. Oh, and the other thing I think is bullshit, that they don't have to tell the parents that the child is trans. Bullshit. They know school should be able to withhold any information from parents about anything that has to do with their kid. That's fucked up, man. See, and people think that I agree with that. That's why they hate me. I do not agree with that at all. Okay, I'm sorry I ranted and raved. What's up? What's next?
I'm looking still. They're all just either critical or they're saying the same thing. Are you trans? Do you really want me to read all of those that say, are you trans?
Well, what am I
I'm just scrolling past them and getting to
Yes, I am transgender.
You should take off your gloves because Phyllis Bell says Michael Jackson.
But I got two gloves. They're just one I can do with my
You
phone
mean
with.
man hands, says John Yoakum.
Yes, I have man hands.
But
That's
take
my
off your
item.
gloves because you have pretty nails.
Who said that?
I
You?
do.
No. I can see my nails right there. That's all that matters.
Rabbits11 says, thank you for doing this, by the way. It's so informative.
Rabbits11, you're welcome. I'm trying to think of all the points that that piss me off the most about trans people. I mean, I see a lot of trans people that I get fucking mad. I'm like, dude, you're representing us. Knock it off.
Ashley Get Her Done says, love your hair. You look fabulous.
Thank you, Ashley. Get her done. What's the delay? Oh, you don't have the picture up. Okay, never mind. Just keep reading.
I like the outfit riding quads.
No.
They saw
Sometimes.
you on your shorts.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
And you were dressed nice, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I had those short shorts.
Stephanie Slagle says you're awesome.
Thank you, Stephanie. Where's Elma though? Where's the Elma?
She's not
Where's
here.
Tim Keep?
I have it all the way down, and I'm trying to read fast, but your answers are long.
Keep kids out of this, dude. Nobody's asked me if my kids. I have 2 children. I have a
Happy Pride Month is like 5 times in this.
Happy Pride Month. I mean,
For everyone.
I think most people in the Pride community probably wouldn't like me much because of my opinions and what I think. You know, which. Sorry, I mean a lot of. I think that the community goes too far in a lot of things.
Tay says I'm a whack-tard, but the good kind.
Okay, good whack to her. It's like, for example, I don't think it's fair that you compare like Mother's Day. There's a Mother's Day. There's a Father's Day. You know, but there's like 15 different trans LGBT community holidays. They don't need that many. You know, just a couple days a year is fine. Because
For
it's
me-
overboard. What I'm saying, it's too much. You're shoving this down people's throats, and people don't like
Yes,
that.
and John Yoakum, it says to that end, he says, can't you just keep this shit to yourself?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep. Look, the only reason I'm doing this is because y'all can't keep your shit to yourself. I go into public, I'd be more than happy for nobody to say
And you
anything to
don't
me or
have to
nothing.
watch. If you really can't stand it, you don't have to watch.
That's what she says. Turn your head, shake your head. Your eyes are stuck. I don't know why you're so hateful towards me. What did I do
Adam
to you?
Confidential says, happy straight month. I want everyone to celebrate my straight relationship for a whole month.
Awesome. I agree. I think there should be a Caucasian month, a Indian month, and a Hispanic Heritage Month, and a guy month, and a girl month, and a trans month. I just think that we're asking people to accept too much. You're not me; they are. I mean, I'm part of that group, I guess, by proxy. But I just don't agree with a lot of things that they do. They push it too far. You know, I don't think that the rainbow flag belongs in a school. No other flag flies there except for the United States flag. So get that one out of there. That doesn't belong there. That's a It's an organization. You don't put organizational flags up. Sorry, trans community. Sorry, LGBTQ. I just disagree with that. I think it's ridiculous.
Olivia June says in response to John Yoakum, who says, what's next, fucking animals? And so Olivia June says, John, how about you stop watching this shit just to hate on it? Let me
Hey,
finish.
John, if you're still here, answer me a question for me. Are you religious? Do you believe in God? Just if John, if you're still here, you said some shitty things or whatever. Do you believe in God, John? Just answer that. When you
Susan Keeling says, you're very attractive. I'm proud of you. I'm from NZ, first time today.
New Zealand? Hi. That's cool. I like you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Keep your eye out for John.
Who's this other girl yapping? Hi,
Yapping?
Bernie. I'm just reading
Look,
the
you can say
questions.
anything you want to me, but leave her out of it, man. That's not cool. You don't insult her. She's not putting herself out here. She's helping me. What does that say? Buy a short rope. Buy a short rope? Why, do you need a walk?
Your answers have to coordinate with where
Okay,
I'm.
go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening.
You can talk about anything until I find a good question or something.
That's what I was just doing. I was reading them.
You're
Turn
reading all of
to
them,
God.
but you're way down there.
Way down where?
You're reading something way far away from where I am. Please read mine to her. I'm in New Zealand, proud of you.
Thank you. Who's the person?
Susan Keeling.
Susan Keeley? Thank you very much. It takes a lot of courage. Being trans is not fun. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's freaking hard, man. It's really hard.
Nine Meals says white gloves make your hands look really big.
You have no idea what they look like. underneath these gloves, it really makes them look big.
You don't, though.
There's two. Big hands, big hands. See, big hands.
They look fine.
No, they don't.
They look
like big
delicate.
hands.
Your nails
What
are
does
done.
everybody care if I'm wearing a glove for? Who
Because
cares?
it looks weird
Does it?
to be sitting inside your house wearing a glove. It looks a lot more weird than not wearing a glove. Your hands are nice and fine.
Turn your good and repent and your sin.
No more tucked
Your
peepees.
Nope. What was I going to say about the repent your sins? I wanted to ask John if he was religious because I was going to quote something in the Bible that I read a while back that would have answered his thing about animals.
You said back up here that just remember Sodom and Gomorrah.
I don't know that story, to be honest with you. Sorry, I probably should, but I don't.
You got a mental disorder?
Yes. That's another thing most people disagree in the community with me on. I definitely think that this is a mental, something went wrong, or I would not be in a guy's body and a girl's brain if it was all
Your
right.
face.
Hmm?
Let me see you.
What?
Because
What are they saying?
somebody says, Faye says, your eyebrows are distracting me a little bit.
Why? Oh, eyebrows?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're terrible, aren't they? I can't do eyebrows. I could do everything else. Eyebrows suck. I can't do fucking eyebrows. Sorry. Here, I'll cover
So Local says, what's funny is those hating probably have the same political views as you do, Brooke.
Most likely. I think everybody should have the same political views as I do because it's common fucking sense. Our president's a zombie. I don't get it. He's not running the country. We don't know who is. So, there's no way that man is running country.
Giga Soul says, politics aside, the government needs to get out of our way and make things right and better so we can live a prosperous life. Protect our border, our children, etc.
Our government needs to do more than get out of the way and protect our borders, right? They need to give something back. All the money we give away to Ukraine, to Israel, to everywhere, and I hate war. All war is bad. That's a lot of money. It's coming out of our pockets. All that we're giving to illegal immigrants that are coming across in millions and millions. This is going to be bad about 5 years from now. They're emptying their freaking prisons. They're emptying their jails right into our country. These are not good people. This is why people are getting hurt. These borders have got to be closed. They should be shut down all the way for a minute. Now, look at if there's any Hispanic people out there or ethnic people that aren't Native American, Native, whatever, from here. I believe in immigration, of course. We need new people coming in at all times. But not like it is. Not the wide open because bad people are coming in with good people and they're going to give good people a bad name. Sorry,
Birdie says
you're not. Rant.
Birdie says you're not using the damn women's restroom. Learn to decide what a man and woman's sign looks like.
So, if I have a vagina, what should I do then? I can't use a woman's bathroom? It sounds to me like you're just a freaking miserable bigot. If you're that stuck, if somebody has a full sex change and they're packing the right equipment for that bathroom and they match the picture, then they should be able to go pee. Now, if they have a penis down there, they should either hold it or find somewhere else to go. Other than that, if you can't understand that, then you're a fucking moron.
Okay, you just answered a couple more questions that were coming up next.
What were? Oh, go ahead.
So Local says actual children in chat throwing a tantrum.
There's not supposed to be kids here. It's for adult tantrum. Then, sorry, go away. Go to bed. It's past your bedtime. But this is supposed to be adults only. I can't keep people from coming on here. Whatever. I can only put the filters that I put on there, and I did not for kids. You got little trans kids that are freaking out?
Yeah. Hello,
so
I'm new here.
For you
need mods.
Okay, I want to talk to the young transgender people that are hating on me because I said not till 18. I'm going to give you my reason, and then I'd like to have a logical explanation of your side of the story. I'm not going to read anything that's from some kooky kid that's, going batshit crazy on me. I don't care. I think that at 18 years old, before you're 18, you are just not mature enough to make proper decisions. And the fact that you're all freaking out in the freaking text part of this, the chat thing, is proof that you're not ready to make life-changing decisions like that. because once you make those decisions, you can't go back. So I think you need to give it a little bit of time to settle in. And if at you're 18, you still believe that you're transgender, then we'll talk. Other than that, trust different. Do whatever you want. But I wouldn't give you pills. I wouldn't give you doctors. I wouldn't give you anything other than the respect of saying, yes, you're trans. Wait till you're 18. Because it's not going to make that much of a fucking difference. It's really not.
Susan Keeling says, I think you're a princess. I'm from New Zealand and I'm so proud of you. You're beautiful.
Thank you, New Zealand.
Susan Keeling.
Susan, thank you. What do you got? Give me one of the kids that are saying shitty things.
Okay, Birdie is saying Elmo.
Elmo?
Yeah, Elmo. See,
Ooh.
they're just stupid comments.
That's what I mean. People that say shit like that, that's their. I ask for a legitimate, explanation, and they say Elmo. That just shows that you're not ready to make a decision about cutting your own whatever off. God, this is why you gotta wait till you're 18, because you're not ready to make those fucking decisions. I don't care what anybody says.
Rabbits11 says, I know what it's like. I was supposed to be male.
Rabbit, I'm sure you're correct. I'm sure you feel that way. I knew when I was 6, right? But it's not fair to ask your parents to make that decision about your body right now. It's not fair.
Don Badani says, I'm happy. You get to live out the rest of your days being the happiest you.
Yeah, this is my best life. Believe me, my life before this was about fucking drugs and running for my life. I mean, I basically had a hit put out on me. So one of these days I'll go into some of the stories, but my life was a thug. I was a thug. I was this freaking gangster type thug person.
John Yoakum says, again, another comment, seriously, I'm against all of this, but if you went the surgery route already, then you have all rights.
Thank you. Exactly my point. If you've had the surgery and you're already, you've made a full transition, then you obviously you belong in a certain area. You can't expect them to go into the man's bathroom. That'd be, you just can't. It's not right. But if they still have a penis, go where you're supposed to go, or wait and go home, or go to a gender-neutral bathroom. You don't belong in. Actually, I think you don't belong in either one, the men or the women. So you should find a different one because you're looking like a woman. You're portraying the transgender community going to a men's bathroom is just wrong. And if you still have a penis, you don't belong in the woman's. Sorry, it's kind of screwed up for everybody.
Wait till you go, it says from Don Padani, I agree. Wait till you go through the changes physically. Maybe that's why you went smoothly.
I don't understand.
I don't either. Wait till you go through the changes physically. Maybe that's why you went smoothly.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Thinking as if you have transitioned and you went smoothly.
I'm still transitioning. I have a surgery coming up in 3 weeks.
And Indie Tech Consultant says 5 o'clock shadow, which I totally disagree because I'm a foot away.
That's
and
ridiculous.
There's no 5 o'clock shadow.
I didn't grow whisker. Even when I was a guy, I couldn't grow a beard. So, wrong. I never had any hair on my body anywhere because my body was so much estrogen in it. I just grew a penis.
John Yoakum says, you're good to go. What if you get into a fight?
Well, depending on the size of the person, I feel sorry for him. If it's a girl, no girl is going to fight me because I'm just too big.
I think 21 would be better. IMO.
21,
if an adult is going to decide to go that route.
You see the difference between the kids when they're 13 and 12 or 10 or 11 or whatever it is, and the ones that are 18. At 18 years old, they're going to know that there is, Okay, here's what I'll say.
But this person
when you're
says,
18 years old, if you even have the slightest doubt in your mind, you have just a little bit of doubt that you might not be, then you're not. Okay, then you're really not. Okay.
She says, I think 21 would be better if an adult's going to decide to go that route.
Well, the reason that they want to go as early as possible is so they don't sound like me, so they don't look like me, because I definitely still look male. I'm working on that for the doctors, but they do it because they want, before any male features set in at puberty, they want to be able to transition. But I don't think there's that goddamn many at 18, because I look at 18-year-old kids and they're pretty fucking young looking. Got plenty of time. Not before. Nobody's ever going to make me change my mind. I don't think. Unless somebody out there that's young and is going through the transition wants to convince me. I mean, I watched the whole jazz thing.
So Local says, I detransitioned at 17, but I'll always support everybody's free will.
I know, but if you detransitioned, detransitioned at 17, then it's good god dang thing nobody did anything to you before, right? Or at least not gone so far that you had your sex changed and then you realize you made a mistake. Because being a man's cool. I mean, we need men. We need strong men. I was a strong man. Now I'm not. Now I'm a strong woman.
Cynthia Muniz says, what do you think about the psychological needs of these young kids? Don't know about.
If you support them, if you tell them you love them, they'll deal with it. They'll be okay. It's when they think that they're not accepted or they're alien or whatever. It's just like it's just got to be one of those things, that you just sorry. It's got to be a law, so that take it out of the parents' hands. The parents aren't bad guys no more. It's just a law. You can't transition until you're 18.
Ashley Gitter Dunn says, I'm trans and I agree with your views.
Thank you, Ashley Gitter Dunn. It's just see that I believe that more trans people have my opinions about this stuff than you see on the news. I think those are the exception, not the rule. That's just my opinion. I don't know any trans people. It's trans month or Pride Month. I probably should go to somewhere, an event or something, but I don't know any.
Beletta the Druid says, I think you're pretty, amazing, and love the honesty and the fact that you have an opinion of this movement to kill the innocence of our children.
Exactly. There's no, you can't do it to kids. Kids are crazy when they're young. I mean, God dang, I remember growing up, I was back for it. First time I was when I was 6, I asked my God to please let me wake up as a girl. That's when I knew I was different, but I hid it for many, many, many years. And I've been depressed by it for many years. And had I transitioned at 18, my life would probably have been a hell of a lot better. But as a guy, I was lost, so I caused trouble. I caused lots and lots of trouble.
Daniel says, I waited to come out of the closet until college because of the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Father told me to go burn in hell.
Mm-hmm.
Lost every member of my Christian family.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if I was trans and came out.
This is what I'm talking about. I hope you all heard that from the person that lost her whole family. I lost my whole family. I mean, I came out about 4 years ago, and every person that I know, except for one of my daughters, is against what I'm doing, and my youngest daughter actually hasn't talked to me in a long time. And my oldest daughter, she supports me 1,000%. She's all for it. I mean, she's got a beautiful mind. She's a school teacher. She's a beautiful person, got a beautiful mind. My younger daughter's a beautiful person with a beautiful mind. She's just on the wrong thought process. But
Daniel says some things should be up to the child to tell their parents, because you can endanger a child's life by telling their parents. So it's up to the child. He's saying it's up to the child to tell their parents.
It's up to the
child. Someone else
okay.
Telling their parents could damage them by life.
If it's life-changing or life-threatening or life-altering, you always have to tell the parents. I don't give a shit what it is. You always have to. If it's something small, like lied in school, something just small, then who cares? Yeah, keep your little secret. But if it's something life-altering where that kid could possibly get hurt in any way, then you have to tell the parents. You have to let them decide. You're not their parent. That's their kid. Sorry, you just don't get to decide it.
Daniel's saying some things should be up to the child to tell the parents.
Yes, some things should be up to the child to tell the parents.
Because you can endanger a child's life by telling their parents, which is true. If someone told on a kid, then that kid could literally go hang himself or something.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
People don't need to tell
you
their
want to know
parents.
what you need to do with your kids is you need to support them regardless of what they are. That's where the problem lays. They're afraid. This is why there's the suicide rate I'm not even supposed to state on this channel, is so high, is because they're afraid to tell people. They're afraid they're going to be treated like I've been treated. I've been treated like shit. I understand this. And this is why I'm trying to tell these kids out there, it's okay. Just be yourself, but just wait till you're 18. Okay. I mean, you can still express yourself through clothing and hair, but wait till you're 18. Make sure you know.
Okay. Ariel says, hi, I love watching you. Can you speak on hetero males who cross-dress? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought, that's if to speak on hetero males who cross-dress. I thought I was a cross-dresser. I did for the longest time. You know why? Because I had no idea. There was no word called transgender in my vocabulary. I didn't even hear about it until like Caitlyn Jenner came to be. Before that, Caitlyn Jenner, I was watching her story going, so I took a test. It says, are you trans? And at the end of the test, I'm like, holy shit. So it fell into place for me. Then I realized what I was looking for my whole life. I finally found the definition of it. But I didn't dress all the time. I was like every great once in a while would I do women's clothes, and I just felt so relaxed.
Okay.
So
Giga Soul.
that long-winded answer.
Giga Soul says, I need to go to bed. Remember, God loves you. Good night, Giga
Good night,
Soul.
Giga Soul. Thank you very much for your comments and for your participation. Please subscribe and like or whatever. I don't make any money off of this. I would like to, but I don't. That's where I want to make money. Is these things behind me. I want to make like T-shirts and shit because I think everybody thinks they're forever forbidden. Ooh, forever forbidden.
Your hands have pretty nails. Work it, girl.
Thank you. Yeah, they're kind of cool. Use this pink and then the shiny shit on top of it.
Danny Johnson wants to know, are you not concerned for your soul, dude?
Am I concerned for my soul? Not because of this. A lot of shit I did before I'm going to have to answer to, but this is not one of them. God doesn't care. God, it makes certain animals that can switch gender in the wild. So, was that a mistake too? Nah, God don't make mistakes. God had me because I had to have 2 children who had 3 children. And after he was done with me being a man, then he allowed me to be who I was supposed to be, which is a woman. So that's why I think.
Andrew says, don't worry about what people think. If you want them gloves on, you keep them on. You look good with them on or with them off.
Thank you. That's very nice of you to say.
He left a heart symbol with his hands.
I mean, I respond to negative comments because I think that they deserve a response as well as positive, because then it's just, really.
Paula says Christians aren't supposed to judge.
No, exactly. Exactly. This is not our job. Thou shalt not judge. Let thee be judged thyself from thy standards of judgment.
Alex Silva says, no one whose testicles, this is a quote from Deuteronomy 23:1.
Who's Deuteronomy?
It's in the
Oh,
Bible.
okay.
No one whose testicles are crushed or whose male organ is cut off shall enter the assembly of the Lord.
There's also another one about eunuchs too. You should read that one. I had a sermon written up for people like my brother, who is supposedly a minister. I don't believe in his teachings. I think he's dangerous. Yeah, there's other verses I could pull out of there too about the eunuchs and not turning your back on them.
George Burton says, greetings from Texas. You're badass.
What up, Texas? I like the Texas Longhorns, though. Their football team, their college team. It's one of my favorite.
John Yoakum says, the more I listen to you, the more you're level-headed.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, John Yoakum.
Mm-hmm. He's been commenting this whole time.
John Yoakum?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Yoakum. I appreciate that. It's common sense to me. It's not like anything special. It's just common sense.
Much respect to you. Have a beautiful day.
Who's that?
Top AJ.
Thank you, AJ. You too. Have a great day, man. Come back some other time, because I want to do something interesting next time. Tell me if anybody out there thinks that this would be fun. We have a part of the woods on the property that something's been going on with the cows. They've been acting really funny. You can watch some of the videos I have. They're like going to these groups and they won't move, just for the longest time. And there's been a lot of noise and weird shit here in these woods because they're really condensed. So I want to go there at night and walk through there and do a live broadcast. I did one during the day, but I want to go back at night to see if we can see any boogeymen or animals or whatever that's under there. We have bobcats, lions, or bobcats, lions, coyotes, what else? Wolverines, believe it or not, deer and shit. So I have these night vision things too. I want to bring those so we can see the eyeballs.
And John Yoakum.
I don't want to get eaten either.
John Yoakum, another comment, says you're a one-of-a-kind trans, though.
I don't think, somebody said I'm a one-of-a-kind trans. I don't think so. I think...
George Burton says you're badass smart.
Thank you, George. I think that most trans people think this way, but they just don't want to go in the pub, because every trans person, you know what they really, really want? They just want to blend in. The ones that want to stand out and make much noise and stuff, that's fake. I'm sorry, that's just fake. The ones that want to, we want this. And don't get me wrong, because there was a lot of, like, the LGBT community is the reason that there's programs in place for me to get the procedures that I need to fulfill this dream. So I am thankful to them. I just don't agree with everything that they say.
Her dub says, finally a trans with common sense.
See, that's what I mean. People saying, finally a trans with common sense. I think there's a lot of them. I mean, I think there's a lot of people with common sense.
There's a lot of people out there that are total freaks, and
Yeah.
That's not what trans is.
Well, no, I mean, there are trans people that are total freaks, and those are the ones, like, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? They're the ones that everybody hears from. Why don't they put somebody normal on? Ask normal fucking questions. They'll get normal answers.
Yeah, they get weird people saying that they're trans and they're
Exactly.
totally off.
And then you got the
them.
real trans people that are just sitting there shaking their heads going, ugh.
That's not us.
Like, here's an example for you people. My local news, when I watch it and everything, and it's this time of the month, trans month, or whatever, Pride Month, every time they mention the word transgender, they interview a drag queen. So if somebody could explain that to me, because drag queens are men dressing up and portraying women on stage. It's an act. That's what they do. They like being men. They dress up in drag, because you really can't be a drag queen if you're trans, because you're not a drag. You want to be a girl. So I forgot what
Robert
I
Ehrlich says, I think you're right. I'm a 68-year-old gay man. Young people don't realize what it was like when I was young. You really are on the same page as what I believe.
I remember. I grew up in the 60s, 1964 I was born. Gay people had a fucking hell of a time, man. It took them a long time to get where they're at right now as far as the respect of others, not having to hide in the shadows, scaling off that whole that AIDS was a gay thing, because it wasn't. They went through shit to give me what I have now, and I appreciate the fuck out of it. I also think a lot of trans people, just think they can just cut in line and just go straight ahead. You got to show people that you're normal, or they ain't gonna want you fucking around. That's just simple.
You sound like a stoner you'd see for 2 minutes in a Tom Holland Spider-Man film.
Okay, that's interesting. That's different. I sound like a stoner. Okay. Well, then you're obviously a stoner, because probably sounds normal to you.
What brought you joy when you were a kid, and what brings you joy now?
Well, fishing. I love to fish. I'll do a live show off the boat if I can ever get something to tow with my car. Sold my truck. So, as a kid, just hanging out with friends. I had more girls that were friends than guys, obviously, because I just related to them better. I always thought guys were brutish,
John
even though I
Yocums.
was kind of a brute myself.
John Yoakum says, I'm sorry if I've offended you.
I don't think you have, John. I'm very hard. Believe me, I don't get offended easily. I can't. I mean, in the beginning, oh my God, I would cry. I would run out of stores if people were looking at me funny. I would hand the groceries to her or whatever and say, here, I can't do it. And then I'd leave, because and nobody said anything, because nobody says anything in public. They just look at you, or they'll shake their head as they're walking by, or they're mumbling as they're walking, So, and at first it really bugged me, because I just wanted to be myself. I didn't want to fucking bug anybody, but it doesn't anymore. It's not worth my time.
Michael says, thank you, you're speaking the real truth.
Thank you.
And Lance Godby says, estrogen supplements are not reversible.
No, they're not. Absolutely not. You have breast growth for one, obviously, with them, but they don't tell you they'll tell you that your testicles will shrink. Sorry to be graphic. If there's kids in here, you don't belong here anyway. They say your testicles will shrink, but they didn't tell you that your penis would shrink as well. I mean, it literally would take 80% of it and just kind of goes away, leaving you with something very useless and very small.
Janelle says, I'm happy for you so much.
Thank you, Janelle.
Hey, don't let people bully you. You're the most prettiest trans I've seen.
Thank you. That's really cool, because, I don't know, I mean, like Caitlyn Jenner, I think Caitlyn has I think in the beginning, but they're so public that all the surgeries that she had done, that she had to kind of go in public instantly, and that's really not fair to her. I think she's looking really good lately.
Why do they keep saying, do you have rice?
Rice?
Yes, do you have rice?
I don't know what it means, I have
don't
rice.
either.
It's ridiculous. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's ridiculous.
How about we change it up a bit? What's your favorite food?
Pizza. My favorite food's pizza. And Panda Express. What? Slapping my hand?
All the time.
Just read.
I'm trying.
What else you got for me?
I'm I'm so glad for you, Janelle says.
Hit me with your best shot. Thank you, Janelle. That's cool. Like I said, I'm here to try to bridge a gap. I want people to ask me questions they normally wouldn't have opportunity to. Because I don't think many people know trans people because we're like 0.000% of the population, but we're a big part of the news. I don't understand it.
What about bigender people?
You mean like a
Hermaphrodite type?
hermaphrodite? I mean, that's wow.
They
I
could be
would
a
love
man or a woman,
I would
whatever
love
they
to
want.
meet a hermaphrodite just to sit and talk to them and see what pick their brain. I mean, everybody's different. I mean,
Someone else here says, bro, do you got good goddamn rice? Why do they keep asking if you have rice?
I don't know if I have good.
What is the significance of some rice here?
Whatever it is stupid.
I don't know what it means.
It's stupid. Whatever it is dumb. So don't waste your time on that.
Brandon McDaniel says, I'm in your walls right now.
Good for you.
And a while ago someone said, I'm in your closet.
Great. Can you get the rats that are there and throw them out? I work on a dairy ranch, dudes. I live on a dairy ranch. I work and live in the same place. You ain't near me.
Most mature trans I've heard speak logically.
Thank you. I'm trying to just be sensible. I mean, it's common sense stuff. It's like, I really can't take credit for something that's just so basic. It's like, what the fuck are people? Oh, sorry. I keep doing that with my hand. It's driving me crazy. Trans people are just stupid sometimes.
What is the most fake woman body? Oh no, that is the most fake woman body I've ever seen. They messed up your surgery bad.
Thanks a lot. I haven't had them all yet. Which one are you talking about?
The sophisticated frog said. Yes, they're not done.
No, they got a long way to go.
And nothing got messed up.
I mean, I still got to do my whole face. I haven't even started my face, and they're going to do something here and something there and something everywhere.
I can't believe that we're in a time where it's an issue. The fact that people have a problem with not wanting a man in a woman's bathroom is ridiculous.
What? Oh, yeah. It is, or to tell your kids they can transition at 6 or 10, like they know what the fuck, man.
You didn't comment on this.
Which one?
I can't believe that we're in a time where it's an issue. The fact that people have a problem with not wanting a man in a woman's bathroom is ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree with him. It is a crazy time. I mean, it never would. If somebody would have told me that, okay, when we were kids, and I would see somebody like me, we would call them cross-dressers, or not just cross-dressers. We'd say they got a sex change. That person had a sex change. I forgot where I was going with that. I forgot my train of thought. I'm sorry.
I think they were closed in the 70s. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
The 70s were fucking great. If you're one of the Gen Z or Gen X, whatever Z is, Z the latest one, Gen Z. No. Yeah. See, I actually was supposed to be a Gen X.
David, what does "do you have rice" mean? We don't know.
Means, or do you have a brain? Because if you're writing, do we have rice? You have no brain.
What about the bigender bathroom situation?
I think that all bathrooms should be gender neutral. That's just stop it. That's my opinion. She doesn't like when I pop my hand on it, but that's how I talk. That's how I make my point.
But it's a huge thump.
It's a huge thump?
Yes.
I'll try this stuff.
Rice.
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 Make rice. I have a rice cooker. I like rice, actually. My grandfather, I'll give everybody my grandfather's little breakfast recipe. It's the best thing it will change your breakfast life. Take rice, cook it the night before, serve it for dinner, white rice, just white rice. Can't be any other kind of rice. And serve it to your family, whatever, but make extra. And then the next morning, take that white rice, crack some eggs into it, and scramble it up. Put a little ketchup, salt, and pepper. Trust me, it's going to change your life. That was my grandfather's recipe. He used to make for us all the time. I'd go spend every summer with my grandparents. I loved them to death when they cried. When they died, it was tough. So, but anyway, my daughter is disowned me, basically.
What does 1111 mean?
11 is a number that's been with me my whole life. It's kind of been a really weird number for me. And then I heard about this also. This is recent. I heard about the numerologists or whatever, and you have like there's two kinds. There's certain like a life number and a something else number. Well, when one is you take your date of birth and they do whatever the weird addition subtraction with it, and you come out with a number. It has to be a primary number one, but if you have a number 11, it stays, and that's what my birthday was. My birthday number thing was 11, and my name thing was 11 as well. So
There's
11.
this one says from Susan, why didn't you ever try to accept being male?
I did try. Did it for 54 fucking years. I've had 2 failed marriages and 3 children and 3 grandkids. I tried. I was miserable. I tried to freaking have people take me out. I mean,
Watermelon says, if you say veggie dance, I'll give you $100.
I'm not gonna do it. Look, I don't want your $100, but I would say whatever veggie dance. I don't care if it's a joke. It's a joke. I don't want your money.
It's nobody's business but theirs.
About what?
What is going
what
on?
does veggie dance mean anyway?
I don't know. How would I know that?
Oh, you're smart. My best friend of bazillion years, kind of.
Okay,
I'm
Ariel
off to-
says, can you speak on men who cross-dress secretly and date women? How should a woman approach this? Can you
Well-
give some insight?
If they catch them doing it and they weren't told, I think the man's a coward anyway. He should.
No, men who cross-dress
I
and
know.
date women.
I know. I'm saying if he's going to date women and get into a serious relationship with them, he needs to inform them. If the cross-dressing is something that he does all the time,
I think a woman would
they should
know.
know. Well, a woman eventually knows, but she shouldn't have to wait. That should be something that's divulged in the beginning of the relationship. That'd be like me if I started to go out with a guy, which I don't think I will because I really don't like guys. But if I did, I would have to tell him I'm trans at the very beginning of the relationship, regardless of whether I was completely done or not. Because you don't know secrets like that. No, people get mad at that shit.
How could you do this to your children
Good question. Somebody asked, how could I do this to my children?
that are in their 30s and 40s already? Children.
One
They're
of
not
them,
children.
the one is, she's just like, I'm proud of you. You know, wow, you're brave. You know, I support everything you do, and she does. And I asked her, I go, I don't mean to embarrass you, sweetheart, because we were in a store one time, and I seen her, we seen her in the parking lot, and she didn't see me. And I didn't say hi, I didn't give her a hug or anything, I just kind of faded up in the woodworks, and she asked me later on, how come I didn't say anything? And I told her, because I didn't want to embarrass you. She said, I wouldn't hang around anybody who would be embarrassed that you were my dad. That's what kind of woman she is. Now, the younger one, she's a great person, but she just is like a lot of people go, I just don't fucking get it, I don't understand it. You're not my dad no more, blah, 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 blah. So we're still battling.
Here's a comment.
That's a very important one.
Here's a comment. Just because someone disagrees with what you do and they don't support it doesn't mean they hate you. And children don't need to know about any of this crap until they're grown.
Well, most trans that are truly trans, they know about it when they're born. But what was that other thing you said?
Just because someone disagrees with what you do
and
they don't support it doesn't mean they hate you.
Believe me, the most heartfelt letter that I got, I should read it to everybody. If I printed it, I would. Was from a person that said that all I did was make them, go back to not caring anymore. And
children don't need to know about any of this crap until they're grown.
The first part, I didn't answer it right, but yeah, until they're 18. They'll know, though. I mean, if you're trans and you're through and through, they'll know. The most important thing is parents, if your kid says they're trans, don't freak out. Don't disown them, but don't take them to the doctor and start pills or nothing. Just let it wait. Let's see what happens.
Reaper says, you aren't even convincing.
No.
And then David says, LMAO, then why do you care? It doesn't concern anyone here.
What do you mean? Oh, that other one?
If you're convincing or not. David said, why do you care? It
I know
doesn't
that.
concern anyone.
Duh. I think I'm obviously trans. I walk into a store and shit. Nobody goes, oh, that's a girl. They always think, uh-oh, there's a trans person. My God, there's a real one in real life. Oh, my God.
This is horrible advice. I'm sorry, when they are adults and have fully developed brains, then they can make these kinds of choices.
What's horrible advice?
But when they are young and they do not have fully developed... Okay.
Have you not been listening? I just said the same shit. You should never, never have kids transition before they're legally old enough to make their own fucking decisions. There. That's what I've been saying all night. So don't throw that at me.
God does love you, but wants you to stop this crap.
No, God does love me. God wants me to do whatever makes me freaking good, and whatever makes me empathetic and kind and loving. And I'm entitled. I spent 54 whatever years in a body that I fucking couldn't
Katie
stand.
said, what's the goal of this channel?
To try to let people know that not all trans people are freaking whacktards. That we're just people. I'm just trying to answer people honestly, tell them stuff. It's just when I have to repeat myself, or somebody falsely says that I am good with pushing for children to get transitioned early, they're
Well, a
just
lot of new
lying.
people have joined and they don't know what has already been said.
I
So
guess,
that's why
but
that
still, it's
is.
just not. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. You're right, right. Because most people, when as soon as they see a trans person, they believe that I believe all that other shit, which I don't. Yeah. So if you haven't heard, there's no stupid question. If you answer a question that we've already answered, I'll answer it again, because I think it's important. And then I think you'll figure out that the last time I was on, the biggest compliment I got, and I appreciate the people saying that I'm pretty or whatever. The biggest compliment I got is a couple guys said, "You know what, bro? I have to admit it. I'd hang out with you." That's and that's not sexual. Just like his pals at a bar having a beer, they said I would hang out with you. And let's see what. Yeah, I mean that was the biggest compliment.
David
Compliment.
said
Compliment.
in response to all the haters, David said, no one cares what anyone thinks. It's their life to live, not yours.
Yeah, I'm not hurting nobody. My daughter might argue that point. She thinks I'm showing. I haven't been able to see my grandsons because she don't want me around them like this. It's, I mean, I understand partly what she's coming from, but I also understand that I would have thought that the unconditional love would have been there, but it wasn't. She still loves me. She just can't deal with this. Breaks my heart. What are they saying, sweetie?
God said it's a sin for the same gender to marry or have sex.
No, he didn't. You're interpreting the Bible wrong.
What's your idea of happiness?
What's my idea of happiness? Oh my gosh, there's a lot to happiness, but as far as who I am, okay, to me, happiness is looking in the mirror and being okay with what you see. That's happiness. It's not walking around depressed and wanting to fucking have somebody kill you your whole life. It's a hard thing to say. When I started doing this, I started coming out. I started to feel free. It's like all of a sudden, it's like, holy fuck, this is what's been wrong all this time. So it's me. I'm still me. My appearance is attractive to me now. It's hard. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Or I'm just not doing a very good job tonight of explaining it. I don't
Body
know
High says they can't get tattoos until they're 18, can't buy tobacco until 21, can't buy alcohol until 21. They should not be allowed to cut parts of their bodies off until they're adults.
Exactly. Oh my God. That you couldn't have said it better. I hope you guys heard what she just read. No, no. You leave kids' bodies alone. Don't even give them pills. Don't do that puberty blocker shit either. That ain't fair. You gotta wait. You just gotta wait and see what you get when they're 18.
That was from Body High, who says that I speak the truth. Not she speaks, or Body High speaks the truth.
So do I. I agree with you, Body High. Whatever. 100%. It's just. I kind of. I mean, to me, they should be able to have a beer at 18 too. Not a hard alcohol, but a beer. Only because they can fight and die for our country, but they can't have a beer. That's wrong.
You're beautiful inside and out. I'm non-judgmental and love who you are, says
Thank you.
Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. It's, mainly the women that I encounter don't have problems. They're actually really supportive and really kind. A lot of the guys are the ones with the problems, and I think they're mainly afraid that they'll find somebody like me attractive and they'll think it makes them gay or something. It doesn't.
Warrior says your contour is better than mine, or are those natural high cheekbones?
No, no, they're not. They're getting higher though with the hormones. My fat is shifting in my face. It's going up, and some of the fat shifting up into this, and some of it's going to my butt. I never had a butt as a guy, but I'm getting one. So. No, this is makeup. I put makeup on.
This is what our kids see. This is why pirate generation thinks this is okay. This isn't. And if
No.
you do Christian, if you do
The thing
Christian
is,
or
look
not.
at no. This the,
Well,
see,
anyway,
he's wrong.
it's not a
But he's
he.
wrong.
We don't know if it's
If
a he.
adults would stop making a big fucking deal out of adult transgender people, it wouldn't matter. You're not trying to tell your kid they should be like us, but your kids should be raised to never judge anybody for something that they're doing that doesn't even affect them. You know, take out all the. You think we're all fruitcakes? Just living a life. Who cares? That's like saying that, oh, same-sex marriages can't happen because God says only a man and a woman.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Quinn says,
Bullshit.
I'm a trans male, and I've had one person in my massive family that supports me, and I'm only 16.
Well, did you transition already? The 16-year-old?
Yeah, it looks like it.
From female to male, right? See,
A trans male.
see, I think there's something really weird going on because as adults, I think there's a lot more guys transitioning to girls than there is girls to guys. But I think amongst the young people, I think there's more girls that are transitioning.
But this
guys.
person wants to talk to you
There's
about
a
their
reason.
particular situation.
I know, but I have to look at it as a whole.
I'm a trans male,
Okay.
and I've had one person
Mm-hmm.
in my massive family that supports me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's kind of everyone shut out this person, and the person's only 16.
That's terrible. I feel sorry for you. I mean, I really do. That's not right of them. My whole family too. One person in my whole family supports me. The other
Phyllis
one's-
Bell says you're made of plastic.
No, I'm not. I haven't had any plastic surgery yet, but I'm gonna. These are my real boobs. They are not plastic. You can ask her. She lives with me. Chris, you wouldn't lie. Are they real or not?
They're real.
Thank you. I grew them myself, just like you.
Jacob says, yeah, I'm one of those talking about you as you walk past.
There's a lot of you. Usually they don't say anything. They'll just look or they'll nod like to their friends going, so they'll check it out or they'll come running around the corner. I mean, we see you. I see you. I know what you're doing.
I think the women transitioning to men would have a rougher time.
Actually, I think that the change, it depends. I don't know any trans men, but from what I've seen, their bodies take to the testosterone really well. I mean, they get ripped, six packs and stuff like that. But I have a question for you, trans men. Was it hard to deal with the testosterone when you first started? Did it make you angry or aggressive? That's a true question, an honest question. I'd really like to know.
In response to John Yoakum's comment, who's been commenting this whole time. Lots of things to say. Kenzie wants to know, can you say hi, Kenzie, please?
Hi, Kenzie. Kenzie, you sound young.
Kenzie.
There's some adult content in here, and if you're under 18, you should ask your parents if you can listen.
I don't get
No,
this
you
one,
won't,
but
but-
David says misgendering anyone is a felony.
No, it isn't.
Misgendering.
But I mean, that's okay. That's an argument you could win in court. I mean, who's going to win that one? If you call me sir, you say you're misgendering me? Not really. It's not what I prefer you to say to me, but it's not an argument I could win either. I mean, yes, I was a guy. So, some people still do, well, they do it all the time, actually. Some people do it just to spite.
Please say hi to Kenzie again.
Hi, Kenzie. What else you got, man?
Izzy wants to tell you, I wish I was as confident as you.
Oh, I haven't always been as confident as I mean, believe me, this is kind of my therapy too. Is this? It prepares me for public. I just think that somebody needs out there and scream a little louder for normal trans people, so that not everybody thinks we're nuts and crazy and fucking perverts, because that's bullshit.
Millie loves the necklace, and the earrings are just wow. You go, girl.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the necklace has a little bee on it for Brooke. And by the way, my name was given to me by this person right here. She gave me my name and my middle and last, or my daughter's middle name, so figure that out. mean, it would be nice to make some money. You know, if
Pookie
I
wants
could-
you to please say hi to McKenna.
Hi, McKenna. Hello, McKenna. Hello, McKenna. So, are you missing a lot of them?
No, they're talking to each other.
Oh, okay.
They're doing each other's comments.
No, that's cool.
Did you buy rice?
No, I didn't buy rice. Sorry. I had a whole bunch. I got to give it to my friend Sasha. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to tell anybody who's been here for a little while anyway. I've reached out to Caitlyn Jenner, Jazz Jennings, um, Tucker Carlson, and Elon Musk requesting interviews. I don't think I will get them, but I reached out for them. But I do have a friend of mine. Her name is Vixen, and she's agreed to come on here and sit and have a conversation with you. Vixen is a cis woman. She's a magician, and I think she'd be an interesting person to talk to.
You want to clarify what cis women means for the people who don't know?
I think everybody knows. Cis
I don't
means
think so.
natural born woman.
I don't think everyone knows that at all.
But she said she'll come on and talk to people and stuff. She's really cool. You guys will like her. She's kind of different. She has a bunch of animals and she does a magic show. She's performing in San Francisco right now. So, but I don't do shows. This is not an act. This is who I am. What do you got?
I'm trying. They're all talking to each other. And they're really negative comments too.
Oh, that's okay. Give me the negative ones as well.
Okay, hi, hey David, this is a dude.
Hey David, this is a dude.
Mhm.
Okay, well.
Are men who are into trans women gay?
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't
Love
consider
the
them.
skirt, it's so cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. No, I wouldn't consider them gay because they're attracted to the female part. I mean, I suppose if they were attracted to the person's penis, you might be a little bit gay. If
Phyllis
they have
says
the-
it's an identity crisis.
Yes, it really is. It's been an identity tug of war. That's what it really was. My whole life. It just finally. This is, I don't know. It's hard to explain to people if you're not trans. Look, I was obviously born with some kind of a brain defect that makes me think that I'm a woman when I'm not. And this is the only way I can find peace and happiness in how to present myself.
Kenneth says
It's
June
screwed.
was originally for men's mental health awareness. If you think deep enough, it's ironic that it's also Pride Month.
That's interesting. Yeah, no shit, because you have a bunch of trans men that.
And David says all the haters need to stay in their own lane and just live your own life.
Just ignore me. That's what I want. Just ignore me.
What is with all the hate in the comments? I love your top, hun. I would totally wear that.
Thank you very much. I love it too. I really do. And people got to get the hate. I'd rather have them get the hate out here on me than, just some poor kid, some poor trans kid that's just trying to find his way. Because
So Phyllis says occasionally,
Sure.
what do you look like when you take the wig off?
a lot more like a guy. But there's, I'm going to grow my hair out. I've just got some surgeries that I have to get before.
In the 80s, they were glam rockers. LOL.
No, they were hard rockers. But
No, they
yeah,
were queen.
I can grow my own hair. I can grow, actually, ask her. It grows fast and it grows thick. But I have certain surgeries coming up that it's just not going to do me any favors. So I keep it off for now. Probably, I'd say this time next year I'll be growing it out.
Angelic Spirit must not have been here when you were addressing this, but says, so 6-year-old girls should see a man standing at the urinals.
No.
And that is not what the whole conversation was about.
For one, they don't have urinals in the women's bathroom. They have urinals in the men's bathroom. But no, I don't think a transgender man with a penis belongs in the female's bathroom, locker room, or sports.
And female
Bam, bam,
restrooms
bam.
have little stalls that you walk in and close your door.
Yeah, but she's talking about urinal.
So no one would see.
If a girl's seeing somebody's, at a urinal, she's in the wrong bathroom. And if you have a wiener and you're in the girl's bathroom, you're in the wrong bathroom, regardless of what you look like on your shell. Do you have a penis? Yes, you don't belong there. If you don't have a penis, you belong there.
This
Simple.
comment is so much mental illness in this chat. LOL. Listening to it is literally baffling.
I don't know I don't know why that's baffling to you. See, that's just common sense. And if you can't see that that's common sense, then you're just not very bright.
How do you get your eyeliner so thin? My hand always shakes.
Mine does too. Pretty from afar, but far from pretty. Think of that. It's I watched a lot. I mean, a lot of freaking YouTube makeup tutorials in order to learn how to do makeup because it's hard. I'm getting pretty good at it, I think.
We Puerto Ricans eat white rice and fried eggs with ketchup every Saturday a.m.
You do you eat rice and eggs mixed together? I mean, they have to be mixed together and scrambled. Or are they separate? If
with
they're mixed
ketchup every Saturday.
with ketchup, you said? Oh, it's delicious, huh? Eggs and rice is the best. It's the bomb. Put on some sausages. Oh man, that's the bomb. There's a new word kids use today. I can't remember what it's called. Stealth or
Snatch.
slick or snatch. Snap? Snatch?
Snatch.
Snatch is a.
You don't know what it is?
I know what a snatch is. That's what kids are saying now. It's a snatch. I don't think so. What you got? Want me there?
They're talking to each other, really. I'd have to read all the comments and say who they were from.
Or just give me one of the negative ones.
Like we care if he reports us.
Who?
The person who said it's a felony to speak about trans.
It's not a felony to misgender
The
somebody.
last thing I want is my young daughter to walk into a restroom and see that thing standing there with his junk out. And you know what? If your daughter is in the restroom, then they wouldn't see anyone standing there with their junk out. That would be a felony, I think. And that's
Yeah.
not
Oh,
what
yeah.
happens.
Well,
you go
if-
to a gender neutral bathroom.
Okay, what
or
are you
go to-
saying?
But they
Is
didn't hear all
if
the
his
whole
daughter-
conversation.
I know they didn't. That's
And
why I'm
that's
going to
just
address
so
it.
frustrating.
He's saying that if his daughter walks into a bathroom with a man's penis standing there in this girl's bathroom, there's going to be issues. Of
Yes.
course there would be.
That's huge.
That's why my opinion is if you still have a wiener, whether you've transitioned everywhere else, but you still have that, you do not belong in that bathroom. You go home and go to the bathroom, or you find a gender neutral bathroom. Because if you have a wiener, you don't belong in there.
And everyone
However,
should-
if you have had a complete sex change, then of course you belong in the women's bathroom.
And I think people are forgetting that the ladies' restrooms have stalls with doors that close and lock.
Well, now you
And-
just reminded him.
And I think really that someone with the proper biological setup, if they've had
Yeah.
surgery already and they're in the women's restroom, then that's fine. Go in and lock the stall, do your business,
Well, yeah, it's
be
just,
like a regular woman and get out.
I wouldn't
that's
want
what-
my. I mean,
that's
if you
what
ever,
we're
it's
saying.
not you, it's your dick they don't want in there.
And
Put it
that's,
that way.
yeah, they should
Same
not
with the
be
locker
in
rooms. They don't
they
want
should
your
not
penis
be
in the locker room.
But our viewpoint is they should not be in the women's restroom in the first place if they've got a penis.
I don't think a single woman out there, even in their locker room in the shower, would be offended if a fully transitioned transgender woman walked in, has the bottom and the top and everything done. I don't think it's going to be that offensive. But if they walk in and they have a penis and they're in the women, no way. That's just wrong. It's just wrong. You're in the wrong place.
Oh my God, I wish my dad would dress in girl clothes. That was my favorite Halloween, and I used to love braiding his hair and doing his nails. My mom never let me do that stuff with her.
That's too bad. That's too bad. Actually, my kids were young, they used to do that with me, and nobody knew. That was my secret back then. So
Girl, the haters are losers. You're a shining star in the sky. Doing what you want with your clothes makes you feel like you're a beautiful woman.
thank you very much.
Millie.
I appreciate that, Millie. She's protecting me. She's not reading all the juicy bad ones. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'll answer them. I don't mind. You can say anything you want to me. Just don't say it to anybody else on the street. Get it out of your system now. It's ridiculous and immature. And if you're saying that shit and arguing for one or the other, then you're too immature to be in this conversation.
When did you know you wanted to transition?
When did I know I wanted to transition? 4 years ago. That's kind of when I found out what transgender was. I didn't know what transgender was. I never even heard the word before.
Not Enough says, my niece used to think she wanted to be male.
Mm-hmm.
We all embraced her about it,
Mhm.
but didn't have any way to fund a transition. She's almost 17 now, and glad she didn't transition.
Good. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing a lot of like I said, it's a lot about the girls that don't want to be girls, they want to be boys, and that could just be a. I hate to use this penis envy, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that in a joking way at all, but boys are just, you know, when they're younger, they just seem to get away with more. So I can see why girls would be like, I want to be a boy, I want to get away with everything, but they're too young. They're just kids. They're just going through crazy times. Let them mature and grow, get 18. By the time they're 18, if they still think they want to be a guy, then that's fine. But before then, no. Absolutely not. They just don't know yet. They just don't know yet.
What an ignorant comment. I wouldn't hang out with you. I would be scared of you. Mike drug me. LMAO.
I
From
didn't
Aaron
say you.
Medrano.
Didn't say you. I said the biggest compliment I had was with the people that have level minds that said that they would hang out with me because I have a level mind. And you're just a bigot.
And a lot of people
Sorry.
have come in late and they're commenting on the stuff we've already talked about, which is, what's your opinion on transitioning children? So,
No kids, no transition. I should have a sign behind me that says that.
because there's a lot of people commenting on it after we commented.
Kids don't belong transitioning until they're 18. Should I say that every 5 minutes? Kids don't belong transitioning until they're 18. You shouldn't give them anything. Men don't belong. Women. I should just say that all night, huh?
About your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Her kid is going to have influences outside of her control.
Yes.
One day your grandkids will be able to make the choice for themselves.
I know. You know. I'm sure you guys heard what she just read, and that's true. And that's what I'm counting on. And one of my oldest grandson is hers, and I miss him, and I know that he misses me. And I keep telling my daughter that at least let them know, so they know. I mean, they're getting taught about transgender in school. Maybe it's not the right way, so I would like to teach them the right way. And besides, shouldn't our kids be taught to love regardless? I mean,
Victoria says, I
unconditional.
think you're doing a great job explaining.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, unconditional love. There needs to be unconditional love. I would not disown any of my children, regardless of what they told me their gender was or their sex was or whatever. I mean, it's just, and my gender was determined when I was in the fetus because of estrogen overload. It changed my chemicals, and that's why I am who I am.
Victoria says, don't give in to the biased questions from people who automatically assume things about you due to their own prejudice and bias.
Thank you for that. That's good advice.
Don't give in to the biased questions.
I just like to address them sometimes because I don't want them to think that they're just getting away with being immature little punks and saying shitty things on the internet. You know, people are gonna hate me. People are gonna love me, but
What's your opinion on bi 13-year-olds?
Bisexual? See, I don't know what it's like to be gay. I mean, I guess I'm gonna learn now because I'm lesbian. But I've always liked girls, so I don't know what to tell you.
Bi 13-year-olds.
Bisexual?
I guess that would mean that.
I mean,
13-year-olds.
because they like
Who could
boys
go
and
either
girls,
way.
or because they're gender neutral. You know, I don't know what if you're asking bisexual, that's sexual.
They should spend the next 5 or 6 years reading everything they can.
Yeah,
and listening to
you should
talks.
study and you should wait and you should explore your feelings and talk to your parents. You know, they have a lot of experience. Parents have been through a lot of shit. Give them credit. Let them tell you about the shit.
Not Enough says, I think there should be LGBT plus facilities like locker rooms and bathrooms in addition to male and female. Do you think this would be too exclusionary?
No, I think that when it comes to locker rooms, and this might be extreme and it might be like changing the world, but it's very simple. If you have a penis, you don't belong there. There should be at least an alternative for trans people that haven't transitioned all the way, like a separate little bathroom area. You don't have to go crazy. Just a place for them to change and to, do whatever they need to do without feeling weird either.
This one says, from Glittery Goodness, says, gender neutral bathrooms affect other people.
How? How does a gender neutral bathroom affect you? They also have family bathrooms here in California. Ones that are family bathrooms where the whole family can go in if they want. And that's one that trans people can go in too, because it's a single use. If you walk in and you're the only one there, there's one toilet and there's one person in there and one door that can lock, then who gives a shit?
It's because some people that want to go into the ladies' restroom or the men's restroom have made it a bad rap for everyone else who
Exactly.
doesn't
That's
go in
why
like
I'm
that.
trying. That's why I do this, to show you that the people that are going in there and making a scene, like demanding to be called a female when they obviously look like a guy, is ridiculous. That's fucking stupid, and it's making what I stand for look bad. And I'm tired of it. That's why I'm here standing up for regular, normal trans people. We don't do that. We don't demand people do anything. You know, if you feel the need to call me sir, even though obviously I would prefer to be called miss or ma'am, then do it. I don't care. You know, not all of us going to stand up and make a scene. Usually we'll just get our feelings hurt and we'll walk away. And if it makes you feel good to hurt a stranger's feelings, and have at it. I just think it's wrong. I don't think you should do that to people. Let them live their life. It's not affecting you.
David says, I identify as President of the United States. Address
Yeah.
me as such.
So that whole stupid argument, I identify as a squirrel or a black guy, I identify as a white guy, or a white guy, I identify as a black guy. That's ridiculous. You're taking it too far.
Okay, no Gramps is going to be saying that they're the President of the United States, says Hannah.
I didn't say that.
No, that's what
Oh,
someone
the other
said.
one.
He was president.
Thank you, Hannah. If you're president of the United States right now, guess what? You have some mental, cognizant problems. You can't complete a sentence. You can barely walk. You can barely stand up.
Jamal says trans people are some of the most spiritually free people.
It has been spiritually freeing, because it takes a lot of courage to do this. It's hard. I would not want anybody to be transgender, because the punishment that you have to take is terrible.
Elvis says,
It is very hard.
Elvis says, what advice would you give to a transgender that's about to come out as any experience that could help watch out for? You're beautiful as full of love.
For one, depending on the age, if it was under 18, I'd tell them to just hang on, just kind of live your life, just do your thing, but get the doctor out of your mind. Let's wait. When you're 18, you'll have a better idea what you really want. Because if there's even the slightest, in my opinion, the slightest question in your mind that, well, maybe I'm not transgender, then maybe you're not. And maybe you should just express yourself the way you are now, but leave everything intact, you know? Because to choose to transition, the minute you start to transition as for a transgender female, it changes your body inside and out. It's not
Let Me
reversible.
Cook says, I'm gay. What's a cis woman?
Oh, if you're gay, you know what a cis woman is. It's a naturally born woman.
I got lost once around Nashville and stopped at a bar to get directions, and like 3 people came up to help me, and I thought, how helpful. Looked around and saw pictures of well-built men on all the walls, Kenneth Eastman says.
You went to a gay bar. That happened to me twice in a place. I was almost at the name. I can't at that pinpoint pretty much. There was a place locally here that when I was a teenager, I walked into and was like, oh wow, okay. And I also was hitchhiking once. Yeah, they used to do that when we were young. And got picked up by 2 gay guys who invited me to go to a gay party in San Francisco. I said, no thanks, I'm not gay. And they replied about it and said, cool, we just thought we'd ask.
Trains and Trucks Productions came
No
back.
problem with gay people. I think they're cool.
Trains and Trucks Productions came back again and said, hey Brooke, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Thank you for coming back. Oh, I'm supposed to say this too. If you want to like the video, like it. If you want to dislike it, dislike it. If you want to subscribe, because I'm gonna try to do this, but I want to try to make it more interesting with some more interesting people. The next one I do, I'm probably gonna do it on Monday. Probably, not sure. Monday, and it's gonna be with my friend Sasha. I think you guys are gonna kick at her.
And Hannah, if you can't even vote yet, you don't belong on this channel.
That's
You
a
might
fact.
go to a kid channel
That's a
instead.
fact. It says this is not for children. This is an adult room. If you're in here and you're not an adult, you don't belong here, and something offends you or whatever, then sorry, but you don't. This is an adult conversation.
Corel wants to say, what kind of movie is that on the back of your wall?
Oh, that back there, that's not a movie, that's my brand, I guess you'd call it. It's a design that I had made for me, and I want to sell some stuff with it because it's so cool.
And
It's
who's
so
the lady?
freaking cool. The lady
says.
was, it was modeled after me, but that's way flattering that I don't look like that. I wish I did, but I don't. It's supposed to be modeled after me.
Kenneth said, I'm subscribing now because you read my post.
Thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate that.
Trains and Trucks Production says, hope you're doing great, Brooke. Glad to be back here again.
I'm glad that you're here. What about Elma?
She's not here yet.
Elma's not here?
Well, you usually go on at 11, so maybe she's going to come soon.
Well, I'm going to be getting off of this pretty soon.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long we've been going, but it seems like a while.
Timothy says, just be you, and you're more brave than most. Just remember, Lincoln Park divine God is within. Be yourself.
All I can say, if anybody here has learned something that they didn't know before, at least do me a favor and say you were listening to some trans person on the internet, on YouTube and shit that didn't agree with a lot of things that people are saying, that with the kids and all that shit. I don't agree with that. Please at least just say that.
Jay Powell is watching from New Zealand. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay. New Zealand's beautiful. Actually, my ex-wife's dad planted a redwood forest in New Zealand. Do you know him? I'm not him, but of the forest. It's like a California redwood forest planted in New Zealand. They hired him. He was a really, really smart guy. I liked him better than the wife.
MM said, great that you answered the questions. Hopefully it will help the ignorant.
Yeah, hopefully. But there's people that are just soulfully ignorant. And people like Trump, and I would vote for Trump, just before I say this, they're not helping with the way he talks about trans people. If you want to talk about protecting the children, do it. Leave the adult trans out of it. They're already adults. They get to do what they want. Children, they have to do what they're told until they're 18. Sorry. Parents need to know what's going on with their kids too in school. That's bullshit. If you don't tell the parents, if the kid says he's trans in school, the parents need to know, because that kid could end up hurting himself for not being accepted. So there's no secrets. You don't hold secrets against parents. Period. Sorry, a little rant there.
Patrick says 1111. I always see that. I had an apartment at 1111.
Patrick, 1111 has done the same thing. I mean, I could sit here and tell you for 5 minutes all the incidences 11 has played in my life. And just recently I looked up my number. There's two numbers. One that's determined by your age, the birthday, month, year. And then there's another one determined by your name, first, last, and middle. And there's some calculation they do. Both of those come up 11, which is like super rare that both numbers are
Kenneth
11.
is commenting. Kenneth is commenting again. How come you never hear of women transitioning to men?
Exactly.
To get into the men's rooms.
Because that's the whole thing is you never hear about trans men having really any problems that I know of. I mean, but the trans women, is because men are insecure. Men are afraid that they're going to get tricked. That somebody's going to try to trick them, or they're afraid that if they look over and they think I'm attractive, it means they're gay. That's just stupid. That's just ignorance. It's Neanderthal bullshit. It doesn't mean you're gay. Most trans people I know, to keep from getting their ass kicked, would tell you ahead of time that they're trans, especially if they haven't all the way.
If you're in a women's restroom, then most likely 99% of the time you're sitting down. So I don't think we need to worry about anyone seeing anything we don't want to see.
Well,
sitting down in a locked stall, yes.
I would never go into a woman's bathroom with a penis. That's just wrong. I mean, that's just my opinion, though. This is not everybody's opinion. This is my personal opinion. I would go home, or I would wait and find a gender neutral bathroom. Gas stations have them.
Jamal says, is woman a sacred word attributed to cis females?
No.
Or can trans
No.
Or can trans male can also be called a woman?
No. A woman, to me, my opinion, I am a woman, right? This is a woman. This is my gender, a woman. My sex is not female, naturally. It looks like a female now, but I'm not a female. I cannot be a female because I cannot reproduce. Only females can reproduce. I am a woman, a lady. There you go. There is a difference. I mean, I admire females. I wish I was one. So that's how I feel about it.
Have you fully transitioned, said Steph.
I'm really, really close, Steph. Really close. Put it this way, I considered myself a real woman about a year ago. Did you say, Christine, about a year ago? Yeah.
Lisa says, I subscribe to your channel. You rock.
Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. I really do. It's really cool to see new people, and I want to be kind of like an unauthorized spokesperson for transgender people, because we're misunderstood, and
Deep down, how are you really feeling at the end of the day?
Deep down, well, deep down at the end of the day, I'm usually pretty tired. I am kind of bummed out that I have to kind of dress more as a guy at work because it's such a dirty job. You wear jeans and a t-shirt. I'd rather dress up and look pretty, but I get to do that after work. So, you know, most of the time, I feel really, really happy that I had the courage and I finally led into the desires of being myself.
You should join women's sports and dominate them,
No,
Stylac says,
I don't
which
join.
we've already addressed that anyway.
Yeah, we've already addressed that. I don't
We
agree.
don't.
Transgender women do not belong in women's sports.
No, they do
Even
not.
if they have fully transitioned, because there's still testosterone, there's still man muscles in there. So, no, sorry, that's just my opinion. People are going to hate me for it. We need to find another um, group, like male, female, and transgender classes where they can compete against each other, or a neutral class where everybody can compete against everybody, whatever you want to do.
You
But
might want to answer, have you had bottom surgery? That keeps coming up.
I might want to answer if I have bottom surgery. Um, okay, I'll be honest with you people. I have not had bottom surgery. My surgery is scheduled for the 24th of next month. So, but believe me, the estrogen pills and stuff, there's nothing left there.
There is no alternative, said Zane. If a trans feels uncomfortable changing in a man's restroom, imagine the discomfort a woman feels when that same trans uses her restroom.
Well, it depends. I honestly don't think a woman, if they look over and that person has a vagina, I don't think they're going to care. It's the penis. That's the weapon. That's the main thing that they're ejecting to. I don't think they're going to mind if a vagina is sitting next to them and it's a trans. I really don't. And if I might be wrong, but I don't
Rabbits
think they
is
will.
commenting again and said, Rabbit says, I genuinely wanted to get to know you. I support you. Honestly, you are the most level-headed person I've seen. I hope you get that interview with Tucker.
Yeah, me too.
Signing off, 3030.
Thank you, 3030. Tucker Carlson.
It's rabbits.
Rabbits? Oh, rabbits. Tucker Carlson has a serious issue with transgender. I almost think he is. But I would like to debate him on it. I mean, just to debate him because he's so smart and I agree with so much of what he says. I think he's wrong about trans. Not
Eli
trans
commented.
kids.
Eli said, don't listen to these people. They're just hating. They're not as glorious as you. Even though you're changed, you're still chasing your dreams.
Yes, I caught my dreams. I caught them. Yeah, I'm still kind of chasing them with the surgery. If you stick around for about 18 months, everything is going to change. But do you know that Elon Musk has a transgender daughter? Just kind of throwing it out there to people, whether they know or not. Elon Musk's daughter is transgender. She kind of disowned him because she said he was a capitalist. It's like, duh. But I think she's being a little immature, but she's beautiful. She's really beautiful.
Kenneth said, no one wants to be with me in the bathroom anyway.
Well, Kenneth, you probably know something we don't know, so I'm just going to leave that alone.
Warrior Blood TV says, how does your ex-wives feel about your transition? Are they
Oh
supportive?
my God. The one ex-wife, she didn't talk to me anyway. I sent her, because I felt that they had the right to know, so I sent her a text message, big long one, and she never responded. But my other wife, oh yeah, she's an evil bitch, and she's using it to convince my youngest daughter to disown me. So she's an evil hag. I knew she would do that too, but she was. And then she went and told my best friend before I could. She's a real bitch. My best friend kind of disowned me. Not disowned me, but he just kind of faded away. But if I didn't transition because of these people, the animosity I'd hold towards them it would kill you.
I don't get this from TN Bear, which says, a group of termites walked into a bar. They walked up and said, is the bartender here?
Is the bartender here? Because it is the wood tender to eat. They're termites.
Oh.
Get it? Is the bartender, like saying, is the steak tender here? The bartender.
Oh, I see. Is the bartender
to the termites.
here?
Yes, bars.
I see. Now I get that.
Okay.
Danny says, I will pray for you. You're believing a lie from the devil. I will pray that the blinders are removed from your eyes.
And I will pray that they're removed from yours as well.
Trans are in kindergartens. What's the difference here, said Zane.
Well,
Trans are in kindergarten.
if you can't tell the difference, then you don't belong in this chat room. You know, because then you really got issues if you can't tell the fucking difference. Duh. God, people are so stupid, so ignorant. I'm not asking for anybody other than just to let me live my life. That's all I want.
The Lord loves you but hates the sin.
There's no sin. There, you show me one spot in the Bible where it says this is a sin. What they do say is a sin, though, in everybody's Bible, is judging other people, which is what you're doing. Sorry. God doesn't care what your shell is. He cares what your interior heart is. Do you have empathy? Do you spread love? Do you not, be mean to people? That's the kind of stuff God's going to look at, not what's in my pants. Because I won't be wearing pants. I'll be dead.
And Sagittarius goddess has been seeing that number every day so far.
1111? Is that what she said?
That's what I would guess.
Yeah, 1111. Yeah, it's kind of trippy that if you see 1111 a lot, it means you have guardian angels that are guarding you. There's another thing, I didn't know it, but I can't say her name. Sorry. I was going to tell you something about my kid, but I really shouldn't say her name.
No, you should not.
I just caught myself. I said I didn't. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it because it would make my point, but I can't. So, how long have we been on, sweetie?
A very long time. It's 11:32.
Okay, everybody, we're going to wrap it up because I'm getting tired. This is emotionally draining sometimes.
And
But,
Charlene says, you think you will get hot flashes like us, woman?
I do. Actually, I already
Yeah,
do.
she gets hot flashes like a woman.
I do.
The hormones are
And
there.
according to my daughter, I have a menstrual cycle. I don't know how that's possible. She says that my body, about once a month, I really kind of get cranky. I know I'm not having a menstrual cycle. I don't have all that shit to get one, the girls' parts, the female parts, but my brain or something thinks I'm on a cycle. And yeah, I get hot flashes, and they suck. They suck a lot. A lot has changed internally in me since I've been taking hormones for almost 3 years. It's people say you're still a guy on the inside. I would debate that because a lot of shit have changed. Other than this reproductive organs, a lot of shit in me has changed. And yeah, I experience hot flashes for a long answer for a short question. But with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll be back on probably Monday night. I'm not sure, but probably Monday night. And hopefully my friend Sasha will be here so you guys can meet her. She's really cool. And we can still continue this conversation then. And thank you very much. Please, if you want to subscribe, that'd be really cool to see how high we can get on subscriptions. And one other favor I'd ask is just tell people that you met a common level-headed trans person. And thank you for all your comments, all your time. Elma, I missed you. And Faith, I did wish you a happy birthday, and I'll wish you again. Okay, goodbye, everybody.